A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champion, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. That'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
Well, a nice completion there, finding that they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Land Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job on the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but Did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Pena. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Walker. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Offense facing 4th down.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Was to pass. But a little time, lets it go. Into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Larson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I think I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Gonna look downfield again. Good timing on the quick out. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. The quick out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on the money. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. play from their own 30-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money. And that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And, David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They
breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Might be changing the route. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, a 4th down.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That one comes out hot down the right side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Rebels want to move quickly. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bringing the heat. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 32 to TCU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go to the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball on his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right.
It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Thanks to grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rush is on him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. and throws off the RPO. Turning it on. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Just keeps slinging it. Works the middle of the field.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive coming up. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on first down. Dances away. Quickly to the tight end. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing. To fumble in that situation and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Got his man on the right. Oh, it's a fumble. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. The defense stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got room to work. There he goes. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.